Today we're going to check out two enviable long shag styles that you must see. By Envy, we have Kate and we have Joy coming up. And you can find these styles at Wig Studio One. Please visit the site. All of the links will be below this video. If you click on the link, it'll take you right out to the site. You can see the colors, you can see the pricing and any applicable discounts for these styles. If you have any questions for us, please reach out to support@wigstudio1.com. And I have to say that these two styles absolutely blew me away. I'm not a huge fan of long straight styles. However, when it's done with all of this layering and a manageable fringe, it changed my mind. This one is absolutely gorgeous and my favorite of the two. This is Joy in the color Ginger Cream. It's feminine, it's elegant, and absolutely stunning. But it's also wearable with this 5.5-inch fringe. Who doesn't love a 5.5-inch fringe on a longer style? And because it doesn't crowd in on the face, it just makes this so comfortable and easy to wear. I love how the fringe feathers back into the style. Overall, we're looking at about 18 inches, and true to the shag nature, you're gonna see some textured ends, some minor flips, bends, and a lot of body. This is the regular synthetic by Envy. It is not a heat-friendly style. And so another great feature of this well-appointed long shag is the fact that it has a lace front and left monofilament side part. Let's get up close. It's because they have done this impeccably. So you have this extended lace front, no visible seams anywhere. It's absolutely invisible on my skin tone. They do run the highlight right up to that lace front, and then the monofilament part goes just about to the hind crown there. That's going to give so many options, and all I did was just sort of take my fingers and coax out just a little contour at the front. You can wear it in an up and over and show off that lace front. You can tamp it down and wear it over the forehead for a lower profile look. It weighs about 4.5 ounces, so it's not super heavy, even though that has this lush look to it. Each one of the fibers is very silky and fine. There is some Permatease on this, but not a lot. Not as much as you would expect. There is some around that monofilament lace, some in the back, and some at the nape. It is that pillowy, soft pillowy kind, and that's really going to buoy up this style and keep it sustainable. You can get a little bit of, let's say, lift where you want it, but it's not overdone. It doesn't feel too heavy. So let's chat briefly about this Ginger Cream, and then we're going to move on to our next piece, which is Kate. Ginger Cream is a dark, kind of a sandy beigey blonde, and then it has some neutral, light champagne blonde highlighting. It is not a rooted color, and it's a very neutral color. It is not warm. When I think of Ginger Cream, I think of something that's warm. And so that name might not be the most accurate depiction of this color because I really struggle to see any warmth at all. So this is Kate in the color Sparkling Champagne. Now I've had this out of the box and I have removed the tags, but I haven't worn it and I haven't styled it. So I want to show you what it looks like right out of the box. And that Sparkling Champagne, let's just cover that real quick. So it's kind of a strawberry blonde, and it's kind of a rusty looking blonde color. I think it's mixed with some honey, and then some light gold blonde, some pale gold blonde in there as well. It's very dynamic. You're going to see a graduation of this color. It's a little darker underneath. I don't think it's too warm. I don't think it's a cool color at all. So I would say it's neutral with some warmer elements in it. And it is rooted. Okay, let's take a look at the cap real quick before we try it on. Now, Kate is just a machine-made open cap. This keeps the price point down. As a matter of fact, after the discount on this piece, and you can check the site because these things are subject to change, but right around $100. I think that's a beautiful, beautiful price for this style. You definitely get a lot of value here. So it's open cap. It's got a nice velvet piece at the front with a hidden weft to obscure that hairline. And then we have a closed ear tab Lots of fiber spliced in there for good coverage. An extended velvet nape then with the pull strap type adjusters. I can tell you that these run about average, but I did have to make a maximum adjustment to accommodate my petite average circumference, and that's true with both of these. Another stunning shag, I did not lie. They're about the same length overall, and we'll do a side-by-side just so that you can get some perspective on these. But absolutely stunningly gorgeous. And what sets this is that full straight across bang. This is a 5-inch bang. It scoots right over the eyebrow. It can be trimmed. If you don't want it this long, it could be trimmed. Right now, I would have to wear it off to the side, okay? So it just has this lush shag look to it. Lots of body and bounce. Just a stunning piece, isn't it? So let's take a closer look at these bangs. So overall 18 inches, I think I mentioned a 5-inch bang. Now the bang is constructed to where it is a little bit undercut, meaning these longer layers on the top do overlap, and that's a good thing. And like I say, you can shorten it if you like, but what I would do is just pinch in a little bit of contour right at the front. Now it doesn't have to start right at the bang. It can start just beyond the bang area, just enough to balance, because when it's flat on the head, the silhouette is flat and it doesn't seem to have the oomph. It doesn't seem to have that natural appeal. But if you can build in just a little contour right there at the front, I feel like that makes it, it just makes it. It makes it wearable, it makes it beautiful, and that's sustainable also. This again is not heat friendly, it's just a regular synthetic fiber. It is rather flat on top, but it has loads of Permatease. It has a lot more Permatease than compared to the Joy that we just reviewed. You're going to find Permatease all throughout this machine-made cap. That means you can fluff in some body. Look at that. And yes, that will get flat over time, but it's definitely easier to sustain it if it has a little bit of Permatease. So if you don't like that look, it can definitely be lowered. The profile itself can be lowered. I love shags with an ear tuck. And that works perfectly with this style. It's just so stunning, isn't it? You gotta know your own self. So I would say if you really like bangs, this would be a great option for you. The bangs make this one, just like Joy, it makes it so wearable. You don't even know you're wearing a long wig because it doesn't crowd in over the face. Both of these will respond so well to ponytails. I love a ponytail look on a shag style because it's interesting. It's not just laying flat against the back. So let's try that. So you can see where I've got a very thick density here with lots of Permatease. That diameter of ponytail is about 1.5 inches. So let's see what we can do. So this ponytail is going to be difficult. I tried it with a pressure clip and it wouldn't close because it was just too much hair. So realize that this density is going to affect what kind of styling options you can do and the type of products you're going to need to keep it up. So let's try with this scrunchie. Pull down enough hair to obscure the cap. Just get your finger in there and pull it down. And then double wrap your scrunchie. Work on that hairline. And it's hard working on this blind because I'm not looking in the mirror. But I think you understand where I'm going with it. And you can adjust it. But it makes a really cute ponytail. Right at the crown, pull it back and make it into a ponytail or just a little bun. That is a cute way to wear it also. It's just the kind of hair that makes us envious, right? I'm like, oh, I wish I had hair like that. And I will tell my girlfriends that had hair like this, I said, yeah, if I could just have it for one day, just take it out for a spin and see how it feels to have hair, because I just never had any. Yeah, it's that kind of hair.